Dada mare,
Yeah.
Dada Nidra Baiji, but in a very good way, you know.
I was up till 2:30 in the morning. I was looking at the highlights. Even after watching the match live, I looked at the highlights again, saw the way that we held through in different phases of the game. I was like, it was amazing.
ಭುವಿಯಲ್ಲೋ ಬಾನಲ್ಲೋ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೋ ನಾ ಕಾಣೆ. This is us
Perfect.
RCB.
Sing along. Yes.
This is an IPL Cup ago. Bro, after a long time, we're back, and this was very impromptu only. I just messaged Shreyank very in the first thing in the morning, and he was kind enough to join us. The day after RCB winning, how was it?
Man, I can't explain the feeling. I mean, everything was stacked against us. You know how it was, right?
Yes.
So it just makes it that much sweet. And to people who are thinking that RCB fans are over celebrating, I don't think any team in this whole IPL can tell that the way we have reached the playoff final. I don't think anyone else has done it. Only Mumbai Indians against Rajasthan Royals. Remember that?
10 years
190 in
ago.
14
10 years
overs.
ago. Exactly
But
10
that
years.
was against Rajasthan Royals. But this was against our arch rivals
Harsh
who
rivals,
are
and
our.
also they were chasing, bro. There's a huge difference between batting second. Batting second, you can go
Exactly.
all guns blazing. But to
Correct.
defend something so 18 runs is a lot of runs in T20 cricket, you know. Uh,
Exactly.
and that too against team like Chennai with rain in the sea at Chinnaswamy. Everything, like you said, everything was stacked against us. And our boys delivered. Unonji Kenode, all these years we've had sleepless nights because RCB has lost. But this is something very new to us. We've had sleepless nights
Exactly.
because
I
of the.
mean, if we have discussed that, like we are always the team that shows glimpses of greatness, comes close, and always finds new way to lose a game or lose a tournament or lose a particular crunch moment which jeopardizes the entire qualification scenario or our title hopes. So we are, I don't know, it's the right thing to say, but we are specialists in failures.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was like Jose
Experience failure.
Mourinho told this to Arsene Wenger. He's a specialist in failures. But fans, IPL fans around the world, they have told how RCB fans have always found new ways to somehow manage to jeopardize their entire season. So we have seen such worse conditions, and to see such a great win, I mean, it's special. And I feel we have not spoken about it enough, but credit goes to Andy Flower. His record in franchisee T20 cricket is impeccable, and another playoff under his wing. He has reached almost all playoffs
All playoffs.
in
Yeah, we'll
past
get back
seasons.
to that. But before that, I need to welcome my viewers, man. The adrenaline
Yeah,
is so high. I just forgot to welcome. Thanks, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Talks with Biggie. Back with another cricket video after a long time. We've got the OG Shreyank with me. We just started talking about the RCB. Let's talk about like we starts with the let's start with the coach itself. The
yeah,
like you mentioned earlier also, Faf and Andy Flower, right? They've had
yeah,
a great rapport before in South Africa T20 league as well. But the six,
yeah.
7 games was absolutely bland. The way we lost it and everything
Correct.
wasn't going our way at all. What do you think is the major turnover, man, this time around to win six on trot?
Uh, you know what I feel? What they did was in the first six games, uh, each and every player looked like he was in a different, playing a different game. They were
Hmm.
not cohesive enough, is what I feel. Was not in sync. I mean, yes, they gave them the stability. To be honest, the that is what I credit Andy Flower for, was that he stuck to his guns, he stuck to his players. He was like he believed in them. And what I feel was after six games, once he started clicking, because we saw in the first three games we looked clueless. We looked
Hmm.
like a team. First
Absolutely.
three four games we looked like a team who were, I don't know, was it really a right thing to call it as a team, because it looked like 11 individual players
Hmm.
playing their individual games, not playing according to the plan. And I feel the turning point was the fifth and sixth game when we lost to KKR, when we lost to win narrow margins, right? It looked like
Exactly.
our performance was coming.
Which brings me to my point. The way we lost also, it kept getting better. Even though we were losing,
Exactly.
the margins were getting.
Exactly.
I was going to bring about the topic. You actually mentioned
Yeah.
it. Thank you for that. But that
Yeah.
KK, I thought in the end it'll really break our heart because that one run
Yeah.
margin lost. It didn't matter.
Correct.
Yeah. So let's talk about the.
But
Yeah, go on.
yeah, so there again, you see the KK again, the contribution came from everyone.
Hmm.
Karan Sharma hitting two, three sixes of Mitchell Stark. was a testament on the confidence, the management, coaching, exactly. Coaching by Andy Flower and Mo Bobat, the director, and everyone. They looked like someone, every player stepped up, even an average. See, this was the difference. Our difference between the tournaments that we have reached previously, playoffs, and now is Indian players who are non-capped,
Time, big
who are
time.
doing more than what they are supposed to do. That is
Supposed
the
to do more
difference
than
between a
expected.
good team and a
And
team that
also,
qualifies.
a lot of talks were going about Virat Kohli's strike rate. But when, that's a different topic to talk about, which was a little, I was skeptical too. But when the team started performing, like you said, when they came together as a team, it didn't
Yeah,
matter at all because
correct.
he's doing his job as usual. He's been doing it for years. But all this while, there weren't any support. But this time, bam. The party there,
Yeah,
DK, Will Jacks, we'll have to mention him. He came and changed the just the way the team is performing. The
correct.
entire setup, actually, batting setup. He added that extra balance. And also, man, the golden boy, Swapnil Singh.
Yeah. Oh my God. How do you miss Swapnil Singh? He was, people call him as a lucky charm. I feel he has been more than a lucky charm. He has proved what he has done. He comes in, first over, casually takes a wicket, gives us the breakthrough in the power play. Because people underestimate, no matter how many dot balls we ball, wickets are the key thing in T20,
It
no
is.
matter what happens. And to come and put pressure straight away on the first over. Credit to Maxi. Yesterday he did it well in the
Maxi
first
was,
ball,
I
also
was,
getting.
see, as soon as I saw the way the pitch was behaving, I knew Maxi was in the game. He's always
Yeah,
in the game. And you know how these
correct.
Aussie bastards are when it comes to clutch games. They come
Yeah.
really good. But yesterday, it's not just about Australia players. Everybody played well.
Yeah.
Everybody in the batting, bowling, fielding was top class. Yeah, you're saying something.
Contribution came from all. Like that is what is the difference between the previous RCB teams, where RCB was like dependent on three, four blokes to get us through to playoffs.
It's
Because
not going to happen.
these
You
guys are,
don't win tournaments like that.
you don't win tournaments on that. Based on three, four individual performances, you don't win a tournament. You see yesterday's batting card, everybody contributed. Virat, Faf, then came Patidar. Patidar came, Cameron Green did well.
Yeah.
And people forget DK and Maxwell played 11 balls between them. They scored 32 runs.
32, very key. It could be just 13,
Crucial.
14, 15, 16. But the strike rate and the impact that they had on the pace of the innings was absolutely gold. And I don't blame them.
Vital.
It's just one ball. You can't do much in one ball.
Yeah.
But to me, I'll tell you what I felt. You can add later on to it. What I
Yeah.
felt the key difference between the two batting, especially, was the batting of Faf and Virat. Man,
Yeah.
after the rain, it was gripping. You saw the way,
Shipping and how?
and you got a guy like Jadeja who feasts on this condition. You know when they stoppage when the rain comes and Jadeja, history tells that he turns into a different beast altogether.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not to give their wickets and just also keep the scoreboard ticking at that point in
Yeah.
time, that was the game changer. Had they not
Yeah.
played like that, there's no
Yeah.
way Faf, Green, Patidar, I think Patidar is a good player of spin, but the way the ball
Yeah.
was turning, there was no way they were going to rebuild from that. Probably 150, 180. But
Yeah.
Mac,
Yeah.
but Faf and Virat, when Virat went,
Did it.
Faf supported. After
Yeah.
when Virat got out, it was Faf all over it again. It was too good for me, man. It was too good. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah. I feel because the moment it started turning square, literally square,
it.
I
Was
thought maybe they're looking at something like 150,
remember
160.
Santner's bowling action is like it takes an entire two business day to finish.
Exactly. He's like an Amazon delivery. He's like 2 business days guaranteed delivery. Dude, it is so slow. And to do that against two left-arm spinners, I feel Virat Kohli deserves a lot of credit because Faf was looking clueless against spin and
Yep.
he took the mantle. He took Santner apart. He hit those
But
two slog sweeps
and
over.
that's not even his natural game. That's how he adopted the kind of shots he played.
That is why I feel Virat Kohli as a batsman who evolves continuously at the age of 35 is
Hmm.
such a great thing for him. And Faf and him, that was the difference because after the this thing rain break, 3 overs, it was just 11 runs, but we didn't give away a wicket. That was the
Exactly. Faf
crucial
was
thing.
at 1.25 from 25. Imagine the kind of pressure he was on. And then
Yeah,
to
yeah.
just break the shackles, it was still gripping. It wasn't easy. I think up until 10, 12 overs, it was gripping. Only when
12,
Shardul
13
Thakur
overs.
came. Shardul Thakur came for his second spell. Rajat
Yeah.
Patil, I think it was Simarjit. Rajat Patil took him apart.
Simajit was
Yeah,
taken apart, but Patida took apart Jadeja also. Jadeja was taken apart like 3 overs. He was on 40 runs or something.
but yeah, he was.
That that's what the third over is the one that he got smashed for. The first 2 overs he bowled excellent because Jaddu at 95 kilometers an hour turning.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so hard to play.
gripping. And bro, I'll be very honest. I'll take this over 200, 300 on a T20 cricket any day on a flat track. This is how
Yeah,
this shows your batting technicalities. And it
correct.
also exposes like the man on the
I
screen.
mean, Dube, exactly what I was coming down to because we know how Dube is a flat track bully. We have been talking about this that he's a IPL bully, and I
Sleeper cell,
feel his
Kano, sleeper cell did his job. Finally, the money paid off.
finally an ex-player, RCB player who's not come back to haunt RCB.
And he had an impeccable record against RCB. I thought he'd go, kiss, kiss, bang, bang on this yesterday as well. He was,
You know
he
what I felt
had no clue, bro.
midway through our innings? Uh, yeah,
Yeah, go on, yeah.
midway through our innings when the ball stopped spinning, I thought Dubey is going to feast on our spinners, like
Mhm.
especially Swapnil and Karan, who are left arm and leg spin. Both are coming into him, who is
Yes.
going to tong over in
Yeah, like
Chinnaswamy.
I said, it's
I
pretty
feel,
easy.
yeah, I thought it was tough, but great bowling to Dubey. I feel that is what I feel. The execution by the bowlers was amazing.
It's just that, and also consider the fact that the outfield was wet. To grip the ball for a spinner is that much more difficult. Considering
Yeah,
all that, I think Glenn Maxwell was too good. I think the wicket that he got off Ruturaj was just luck. It was a bad ball. Ruturaj didn't
that
do
was,
much out of it, and he got a wicket. But then I
yeah.
think in between overs, he was bowling to, I believe, Shivam Dube. It was gripping like crazy, man. It's pitching, it's going away, pitching, going away. He had
Yeah.
no clue, absolutely. This is where
Yeah,
your technicalities get exposed, like you said. And this is where
Uh,
I'm.
yeah, because that is what sets apart from a player who is amazing in on flat tracks and a player whose challenges himself. That is why I feel Virat Kohli in ICC tournaments is a different beast because of that. He
Can
has
play it
that
anyway.
mentality,
He can play it
adaptability
anyway.
anywhere, anywhere. Unlike people, see, Caribbean pitches, Dube might struggle because it's going to grip. There
Grip,
also, there's
no
going to be,
bounce,
there's
no
going,
bounce.
exactly
It's
because
going
it's good. The people are going to find it very hard for people will be like, oh, he was performing in IPL. Why is he not performing here in international matches? That is where the difference between a good player and a very good player or a great player shows clearly.
And also, if he proves us wrong, it's well and good. He's playing for our country. But you should see
Exactly.
how his performances has been in the past as well. It tells a story. Yesterday, forget
Yeah.
about spin. The way he was facing Loki, he's bowling a short ball. He is not moving his feet at all. He's not getting to the pitch of it. He had no clue. And over that, he got Rachin Ravindra run out as well.
I
They
feel
were
that was Rachin's mistake itself. Rachin also acknowledged it because there was a clear two there and he did
they
not run. Rachin did not run.
No, Rachin ran actually. Dube did not run. It was Rachin's call.
Okay, okay.
Dube did
Huh.
not. I think Dube did not run, or no. I think no, no. You are right. I think
It was Rachin because what I saw was it was Dube who played the shot. Rachin went. He was
there was clear
no,
two
no, it
in
was
it.
Rachin. No,
I th
Rachin played it. There was clear two. Dube went halfway again, and by the time because Dube was trying to put Rachin on the strike because he was the set batter is what I felt, and Rachin acknowledged it after he became out. He was like, "Sorry, it was my mistake."
But
That's what I saw.
it was complete, great evening. Even a local
Yeah,
boy, Rachin Ravindra, got a good score.
yeah.
CSK lost. We won. We got vintage Dhoni. It was a complete. It basically lived up to the hype that it created this match.
Martin Scorsese.
Ah,
This is
this and
absolute
we had
cinema.
Universe Boss also. Man, that guy in Bengaluru is crazy.
It's mad. I mean, dude, yesterday, I guess RCB was the first team to hit 156ers it seems in a single season, right?
Oh,
Like, yeah, I'm surprised because I thought we hit tons of sixes when Gale and ABD were there, but
hmm.
then I was surprised to see that stat. I want to reconfirm it, but then is what I read on Twitter as a stat
And
bug.
also the advent of the inclusion of impact player, the bowler's
Yeah,
life has gotten so much more difficult, which brings me back to the greatest redemption arc of recent times in cricket. is Yash Dayal. What's your take on that?
I mean, we were skeptical, don't you think?
Yeah,
The moment he was,
we were out loud,
we are very,
why bring this guy? He has got no X factor, nothing.
yeah. I will hold my hand up and say that
We were
I was
wrong.
not expecting him
Apologies,
to do
Yash
good.
Dayal.
We got it completely wrong.
He proved
This
us
thing.
wrong.
Yeah, I mean that is what a player with mentality and
Hmm.
support from the coaching staff and the
Mental strength.
confidence that is instilled in him is what makes a difference. Is what I feel, because see, this is what CSK and MI did so well all these years in IPL. They stuck to their guns. They believed in their players. They were not chopping and changing just because of one or two bad performances. And yes, the helmet testament to him, because the way he bowled up front with the new ball also in the middle and even the death. Credit to him, dude. I mean,
Doing it throughout the
the
season. If you ask me, he's
apologies should be louder than the disrespect, is what they say,
yeah,
and I feel we all
completely.
RCB
Yeah.
fans out, other fans also.
One of the
Was
rare occasion where a guy comes to RCB and becomes a better player.
yeah.
I,
Again, I credit this to the coaching staff because
yep.
I feel they are more stable in their
You
headspace.
need mental
Leave the
support. You
scouting.
need mental support. Otherwise, you
Malolan,
cannot.
you push him aside. I'm just
Yeah.
telling Andy Flower, Mo Bobad, and the
The
new
entire,
Mackenzie
actually,
as a
from
batting
what I
line.
learned was entire bunch of Andy Flower came from LSG. I think they were part of LSG setup last year,
Correct.
right? So he bought his
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
team, which is important as well. You need to work with the people that you trust. And he bought it.
Trust.
And this Zimbabwe guy, man, Cameron, it was complete team performance. There's the
Cameron Gill coming to form over the past few matches has been such a big plus. I
big
mean,
time.
he's finally living up to his price tag. And then we see Loki Ferguson. People are forgetting Loki Ferguson's impact because he bowled really well. And to take, I guess he took Ajinkya
Yes.
Rahane's wicket in the
Yes.
first ball. That
Beautiful leg cutter.
first ball leg cutter was is a
Beautiful.
treat to watch, dude. Someone who hits 155,
Ah.
155 on constant and it comes out at 110, 120. It's such a huge difference, isn't it?
You remember, as soon as the squad were announced, we were like, it's a no-brainer. You'll have to start with Loki. But they went with Alzari Joseph any which ways. There's no comparison. Loki is an established bowler. Yeah, he gets it. Everybody gets it. Nobody is Bumrah, right? Yesterday, he did bowl a couple
Yeah,
of the beamers as well, which is very much possible because the ball must have been so wet. And also talking
correct,
about
correct.
a wet ball, that Dhoni six of Yash Dayal was a blessing in disguise.
Blessing in disguise. Even DK acknowledged it. I saw a video
Oh,
of
he's
dressing room.
giddy.
DK told, I guess the Dhoni six really helped us because we got a new ball which helped Yash Dayal to bowl those slow ones.
No
He
one.
acknowledged that fact. Yesterday we shared that. I shared that tweet with you, right? Someone
Yes,
told the same
yes,
thing. I mean, such small things affect the games in such a huge way, dude, which is
it is. And
massive.
also kudos to Dhoni, man. The way he came, he smashed, he was all around, all over the patch. It's just the fear factor that he brings, like a psychological fear with the name Dhoni that he carries, is
Yeah.
brilliant. Jadeja actually tried his very best, but no, this isn't GT. This is not happening here. It
To
was
be honest, even with CSK, a lot of players who were out of form started performing again because
yeah, no,
Rachin was
yeah,
not in form. Jadeja was. I never saw Jadeja score a good one this season, and all of a sudden he scores a belter of a batting innings, and then we saw Ajinkya Rahane 30 of 19 balls or something. Rachin came into the act. The moment we were in 16th, 17th over, it looked like everything was falling together for CSK in the
Hmm.
right place, and then
And
credit to
also
ballers.
credit to CSK's camp. They're missing out on huge players. There's no Conway, there's no Mustafizu, there's no
Matisha Patirana.
Patirana. All the bunch of players, they just gone ahead with Shardul Thakur and Tushar Deshpande as the opening bowlers.
Yeah,
Considering that, they did put up a very big fight. Kudos to them, and also their fans get used to this. They can't take the defeat, bro. We've been losing. Have you seen
they
them
can't.
crazy?
Crying all over the timeline. I've seen Twitter. CSK is dead in Instagram because they are overshadowed by the RCB fans. But I feel that's the thing. Humility comes with defeat.
Hmm.
Maybe they can learn a few things from
Yeah,
RCB
you see,
fans.
you've been
That's
losing
it.
all these years. Now let us enjoy. You get used to it. I mean, after the Dhoni's post Dhoni era, you have to get used to this.
Yeah.
You will lose. The times will change. Just you not do not just get used to it. Just winning and losing is part. You have to take it by a pinch of salt. You just can't lose your mind over it. And that's where
Yeah.
RCB fans, I think, we're very much accustomed to it. Uh,
Uh, We have successfully managed to turn the grief of supporting this team into amazing loyalty towards the team. I
yep.
feel, I feel hardly any team can talk about such a fan base, such a strong fan base. It's almost like a football fan cult. I'm a
Yeah,
huge football
yeah, I know. Yeah.
fan too, and I've seen how tribal people are with their clubs, clubs they support, and I have seen the same level with only RCB. I can say because post Dhoni era. I don't feel CSK will get the same support everywhere else, but RCB will, even
RCB
after
will.
post Virat Kohli.
It's just the brand and did you see that video? 1:30 in the morning, the team bus is going and my God, there's lathi charge that's going on. We are not that
I
kind of
mean,
fans.
but that sums up the fan base. It is
Exactly.
loyal, it is mad, it is mental, and they are
His mahal,
absolutely
mate. His mahal, as a drunk British guy says.
mad.
His mahal.
Yeah.
It is mental.
It's mad.
Yeah, and also see, moving forward, it doesn't matter if you really make it to the final or not. Six on trot. We've always been vocal about this. Give the efforts of 100%. Win or lose doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yesterday, I saw a lot of RCB fans talk about the same thing. It's about they have put in the efforts, they have made it from the impossible, from the dead, and we have did it against CSK. This sums up everything for us. Like what we have been asking for all these years. At
Hmm.
least show there's an effort of us uh, making an effort to win, making an effort for our fans' sake. I clearly saw this time players talking about fans and how they have been pushing them,
Yep.
and I feel
Have to,
we have
and
played our part.
especially in the second half. If you notice the first half, but the body language was so bad. You could just see Virat was down and out. You can imagine the kind of losses they were facing. But
Yeah,
then the turnaround, I don't know what they did. Dada Prasada barde, Andy Flower, Zimbabwe, Dada kande, gottaji. But the entire team is performing. It's just the mood inside. You can actually see the mood inside
okay.
the feel. You can feel the mood
Yeah,
inside the dressing room, how positive
yeah,
it is and how supportive it is. But
yeah.
my God, next year it's mega auction. Just as things was getting back on track, it's mega auction.
I
We'll talk
hope.
about that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll talk about it because it's a different segment. Maybe post IPL we can talk about
but
the auction and
shoot
retentions.
three retentions right now, right away.
My three retentions.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a tough one. Obviously, Virat, no brainer.
yeah.
Then I feel uh, if you give me four, it will be good, I guess, because I can go for one foreign player also. If not
I don't know how much is it.
three,
Okay, let's make it four. Let's make it four. Okay, for your sake.
okay, four. If you give me four, I would go Virat Kohli, Rajat Patidar, Will Jacks, and I'll go with Siraj, to be honest. He has done really good for us. That one bad season will not affect his retention, is what I
That
feel.
actually
And
depends on the kind of money he's getting, his salary also, right?
yeah,
Also,
but,
yeah,
but there is also, don't forget, there is right to match cards, RTM, right
yep,
to match. You can match the bid that is done by you if he's your old player. So I feel we are going to get 6 to 7 players from our core team,
yep.
which we
More than
feel
enough.
we will get after the retentions. I feel that is a core we can build around after that.
Faf also see
What
this
about yours? What about yours? Because Faf is
my
39. I don't see
yeah, yeah,
him
he'll be let go,
captaining
but
another 3 years.
yeah, he can easily play, but he'll definitely won't be retain. They'll probably look to buy him back in the auction or something. My
Hmm.
intention, obviously, Virat Kohli, without any, that's a
Yeah,
no-brainer, like you said. Will Jacks,
yeah. Hmm.
Rajat Patidar, and maybe if there's enough money in the purse, I'd go with Cameron Green.
Oh, fuck.
Cameron Green is important, man. He's a bridge. He's a bridge for me.
17.5
Yeah,
crores.
that's a little too much. Nobody actually deserves 17 point. Cameron Green at max, probably the kind of game he brings, being one of the top
Eight,
all-stars. 8 to 10 crores.
eight.
8 to 10 crores is what you
I
can go
agree.
with. But I
I agree.
definitely have him in my team. That's something, yeah.
Correct.
We'll talk about it later, but now it's time to enjoy. Dada mare,
Yeah.
dada nidra baiji, but in a very good way,
I was up till 2:30 in the morning. I was looking at the highlights even after watching the match live. I looked at the highlights again. saw the way that we held through in different phases of the game, I was like, it was amazing. I mean, I would give anything to relive the entire match again. What do you say?
Even got up in the morning and just saw the highlights. It's like a dream for a cricket, for a sports fan. Sports is a
Yeah.
great leveler. Proves
I
time
mean,
and again.
people talk about, oh, why do you invest so much in your club, or maybe in the cricket, football, anything? But I feel the joy that it gives is unparalleled, bro. Unparalleled.
Unparalleled.
And you never know, because I'll tell you one thing. This I have not spoken about it enough in my this thing. But during the Corona time, the lockdown time, and everything, when we were all stuck at home, and when football was happening, that was my that was the only thing that kept me sane. To be
Hmm.
honest, sports is such a huge part of our lives, and such a we can have such huge impact on your life, highs and lows.
It's
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 it's beautiful, Dhoni.
it's
It's beautiful.
beautiful in all walks. It can inspire you. It can get you to that disciplined routine. It's
Yeah,
everything. And I
yeah,
think that we've pretty much covered what we wanted to cover. We spoke our heart out. Could be a little biased
yeah.
as I don't care. Yeah, one of the rare times.
We have covered everything, but one thing that I really want to tell is, how big cricket fan your dad was,
Yes.
and I guess Uncle would have loved to see yesterday's game, and I know how important it was for you to watch those matches with him.
Yes.
I remember you telling IPL is no more the same thing like it used to be before, but I feel Uncle would have loved it, absolutely loved it, and the effort by the boys, and we miss you, Uncle, and we wish we could have seen this match with you.
Truly, and also he was always, because a lot of people know who knows him, that he's a cricket player as well. He always used to tell,
Yeah,
it's not the result that matters. You have to give your 100%, and that probably goes well with any walk of life. You have to give your 100% in the field. The result actually is not in your hand. So yeah, he would have been really happy that too,
second.
beating CSK at our home, one of the rarest occasions. Unfortunately, not to be,
Yeah,
but we watched it for him. Yeah, I think with that, I'll just round it off this video. Join Anik, must
yeah.
thanks on a Sunday morning on a very short notice as well. But we had to speak our heart
I
out.
do it any day. I can, like Captain America said, I can do this all day.
All day long, yeah, as long as it takes or anything like that. I think, yeah, ನಮ್ಮನೆ in a video nidege end malpuga. Thanks for joining,
Okay.
and viewers, as usual, if you like my content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon upon the content and aven lakile regular notification. And yeah, Shreyank, if you want to end it up with something.
No, it is fun to do this all over again because I missed this, and would love to do this more often. And hopefully, RCB does it more often for us to give occasions to do these kind of videos. And please like, share, and subscribe. There's going to be a lot of great content on this channel.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
man. Bye
Uh,
bye. Take care.
Take care.